Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I used these 3D printed fifth element stones to create a concrete version. Okay guys, they finished printing and they came out great. Very happy with them. Now I've already cleaned them up. I've removed all the support material. I then sanded them with 80 then 120 grit sandpaper. I then primed them, wet sanded them and then primed them again. Now they're ready for moulding. So the first thing I've got to do is make a mould box for each one of them. Now I've already got one here already made to show you what I'm going to go with. It's made from 10mm thick foam board, stuck together with heavy duty double-sided tape. I then went in and filled the cracks with silicone sealant, and then I've just added some elastic bands for more support. Now I did have a failed attempt at this using polystyrene board and hot glue, but the polystyrene wasn't strong enough. It ended up cracking and I wasted about 2 kilograms of silicone. So I'll probably be overcompensating using 10mm thick foam board. I could probably use 5mm because the 10mm was really hard to cut. It took me a long time, but I've already got them already cut to size here. So I've just got to get cracking building the box around the other three. Okay guys, the containers are now finished. Now it's time to mix up some silicone. I'm using Polycraft silicone rubber. It comes with a base and a catalyst, and the mixing ratio is 10:1 by weight. So what I'm going to do is work with 2 kilogram amounts at a time, and I'll measure out 2,000 grams in this white pot and then measure out 200 grams in this little clear one. Mix it up and then transfer it into this metal container, and then put that metal container into my vacuum chamber. It's a bit small, so that's why I've got to use this little metal container. Okay guys, I managed to complete 3 of them, but unfortunately on the 4th one I ran out of silicone. I can't believe I actually ran out because I had loads of it. I had 2 kilograms left in that one, a full 5 kilograms, and then a 1 kilogram and another 1 kilogram. But I managed to run out, so I'm gonna have to wait until this one dries, take it all apart and redo it. So that'll probably set me back a few days. Okay guys, it's been a couple of days and I've ordered more silicone and then remolded this stone that I ran out on. I then gave them all 24 hours to dry before I took them out of the mold boxes. Now as you can see, the one in front of me, I've already demolded the stone. Now the first thing I did was to pick a side to make the cut on, and I picked this side for the lack of detail on it. I then used a pencil and ruler to basically just draw 2 straight lines and then a zigzag, and then I used a sharp knife to cut that zigzag. So now the only thing I've got to do is do the other 3. Okay guys, I managed to get them all out. It was a lot harder than I thought. They were really stuck in there well, but now all I've got to do is reuse this foam board and rebuild the boxes around each one, so I can do the next part, which is the cement. Okay guys, it's been a few weeks and I've got some stones made here, but these are all failed attempts. They casted really well, but the mixture wasn't right. They're too brittle and the edges just break off way too easily. Now I was using a ready mixed mortar, which I now know was the wrong product to use, so I had to do a bit of research to get the mixture right. And what I'm going to do is just go through the new ingredients with you before I mix them up. Okay guys, first up in the coffee jar I've got play pit sand, which has no sharp edges, so it's very fine sand. Next to it I've got aquatic gravel, which is about 1 to 2 millimeters in size. Then next to that I've got reinforcing fibers. They're about 6 mil in length, and it's these 2 right here that's going to give the overall mixture the strength it needs. And then I've got rapid setting cement. It sets in 30 minutes and has a work time of 10 minutes. You could just use normal cement, but I need this done quite quick so I can get them out of the molds within 12 hours. And then at the end here we've got our cement dye. Now you don't want more dye than there is cement, because it'll weaken the cement. And everything I've got here, I'll leave a link in the description so you could find them if you want to do the same. And as for the quantities, I just know exactly how much I need just through trial and error. So I'm going to get these all mixed up first before we add the water. Okay guys, I'm ready to start mixing the water. You want to use as little water as possible for a strong concrete mix, and what you want to do is add it in small amounts. Okay guys, I've got the other three done now. I didn't film the other three because it's exactly the same process as the first one that I showed you. So all I've got to do now is wait 12 hours so I can get them out. Okay guys, it's been 12 hours and I got 3 of the stones out and they came out perfectly, but one of them wasn't quite dry enough and the corner broke. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that, whether I'm going to fix it or recast it. I'll have to wash out the moulds to get them ready for another set, and I'll have to get the stones somewhere warm so they can start drying. The shade should start lightening up as they dry. Okay guys, I've given the stones about a week to dry, so the next step is to do a little bit of weathering. Now the stones are very smooth and they're a little bit brighter than what I would have liked. So what I'm going to do is going to lightly sand them with 600 grit sandpaper, which should reveal a more rougher stone-like surface and should also dull them as well. Okay guys, I finished sanding them all and they look a lot better without the smooth finish. So all I've got to do now is seal them, and I'm going to use PVA glue, watered down. It's a 4:1 mixture. Okay guys, the PVA sealant has now dried, and I think the colour looks 10 times better now. So what I'm going to do is work on some of the detail. I'm going to go in with a light brown, and then once that's dried I'm going to do a black wash just to darken the details a bit. Okay guys, I'm done with the weathering now, and the last thing I want to do is add some protection to the underneath of the stones. So I've got some 2mm thick foam with double-sided tape on it, and I'm just going to stick that underneath each one of them. Okay guys, they're finally finished, and I think they turned out great. They feel awesome to handle. They've got quite a bit of weight to them. Each one weighs about 2.3 kilograms, and they've got a nice smooth but porous surface to them. So I'm very happy with them. Now I was going to give a set away when I reached 5,000 subscribers, but because these have taken me so long to make and it's now December, I'm just going to make it a Christmas giveaway, and I'm not just going to give away one set, but I'm going to give away 3 sets. But that means I'll have to run the giveaway for about a month, because I need a bit of time to make the stones and then for them to dry. I hope you found this video helpful. I learned quite a bit on this build, and we'll be doing more of them in the future. If you've got any tips or know how I could have done anything better, then leave them in the comments below. And if you've got any questions, I will try and get back to you. There's a link in the description to the Thingiverse file, and there's also a link to the giveaway. Please give this video a like, and if you haven't, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next build. Thanks for watching.